Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I am photographing items to sell on eBay, and as I've said in the past, my process is to mass batch. So I will photograph as much as I possibly can in a weekend, and in this case it was 2 weekends. Then I will just spend the rest of the time uploading them and taking the pictures from the files on my computer and then listing them on eBay. And when I run out of pictures, then I start batch photographing and batch listing again. I will say this was back in October that I was batch photographing because I knew November and December were going to be very hectic with the holidays and school activities and stuff. And I knew I wouldn't have a chance to have my dining room table back to do batch photographing. And as you can tell from the blue heart in this video, I am currently sharing my table with my youngest. She is playing with her toys, and I am trying to photograph as many items as I can. I am not doing any large bed sheets right now with her at the end of the table because I need the full table for that, and I just don't have that available to me at the moment, and we work with what we have. I am photographing, and these are items from the bins. So far in this, mass photographing section, I have had my personal items, my children's personal items that they've outgrown, things I didn't like. We're getting towards the end of the year. I'm going to be going and doing inventory. In a past video, we saw me take photographs of items I thought was listed on eBay, but they were no longer listed on eBay. Always check that. I would say out of my 700 listings, the last time I checked this summer, out of my 700 listings, I want to say about 18 were no longer listed on eBay. So I went through and re-photographed those. Now, I found out in July they were no longer listed, and I didn't even photograph them till October. So I'm obviously behind, and you all should feel better about yourselves. This was a sweatshirt I got for myself, and I didn't like the way the arms fit. I'm very finicky on arms. I either want it long sleeve or short sleeve. I don't like the in-between sleeves. So I just didn't like it. It hit really weird, and so I'm like, I'll sell it. I want to say LL Bean. LL Bean sells fairly well, especially vintage LL Bean. If you can get your hands on vintage LL Bean, it does sell quite nicely. Their coats, vintage coats, sell very well. Unfortunately, it doesn't sell as well as it used to because they don't have the repair guarantee. Because too many people were buying them at thrift stores or garage sales and stuff, and then they were sending them in to get repaired, and they were essentially getting a brand new item, and they were not the ones that had originally bought the item. Now, I think that could have been fixed by requiring their original receipt, but a lot of us don't keep receipts. I was kind of bummed because I really loved their tote bags. Their LL Bean tote bags, still great. Love them. One of their zippers broke on my tote bag, and I couldn't send it in to get it fixed for free because they changed their rules. So it doesn't sell as well as it used to because we can't send them in, but vintage sells really well. Vintage LL Bean ski jackets sell great. I don't come across those as much as I would like. But it is something I can find in my area. I've talked about, limited thrifting in my area. And I want to say one of the resellers I was watching recently, I think it was Commonwealth Picker, was talking about garage sale season being done, getting into the colder seasons, and, basically, sourcing deserts. So we've heard of food deserts where people don't have access to good food, sourcing deserts. I live in a sourcing desert when it comes to name brand stuff. Now, if you need Levi's or Carhartt or any of that vintage band t-shirts, vintage race car or wrestling, any of that, I can get that here. Not enough to make a business out of it. I'm not Rally Roots. I don't have the ability to get those vintage t-shirts all the time. But those are my common brands. Under Armour, Adidas, Levi's, Carhartt. Duluth Trading has become very popular recently, I've noticed. Now, I don't know if it's just a certain type of people, but I have noticed Duluth Trading has become actually quite popular. of a brand, and I'm able to find that at rummage sales and thrift stores a lot more. However, the thrift stores tend to overprice Duluth trading. I don't know why. I was recently at a thrift store and they had Duluth trading dress shirts and they were priced at $8 a piece. And I know some of you guys are like, $8, it's great, buy that. It is not enough for me of a margin. Now, if they have that when they go 50% off because they change their tags every month. And so next month when those tags are 50% off, if they still have them, then I will snag them. It's kind of like a, if it's meant to be thrifting philosophy, if it's meant to be when they're a lower price, I will nab them when they're a lower price. But honestly, I don't know if it was meant to be or not. So the story behind these green shirts and blue shirts. Our Toys R Us went out of business and my husband snagged all of these employee shirts, and I want to say he paid $1 for the entire bundle because they were just pulling everything off the racks. And so I have a whole bunch of Toys R Us shirts and no one's really bought them. I wear one of them when I like as my own personal shirt, and it's maybe not PG, the saying on it, even though it's a Toys R Us shirt. The back says like, come play with me or something like that. This one is Naughty or Nice Toys R Us shirt. I thought they would sell more than they have. They just aren't selling as quickly as I thought, especially the Naughty or Nice being the Christmas season. I thought they would sell faster. They have not. I have a bucket of them and I'm at to the point where maybe I should just donate them. Maybe someone would love some Toys R Us t-shirts. They're all larges and extra larges. So the sizing is not the issue. It's, whoa, sorry, my cat just jumped on my lap. The sizing is not the issue. I don't know why. But that is what those shirts are. And I tried to do a multi-quantity listing of these. It's really what I will do and what I've done in the past is I'm going to do a multi-quantity, but I'm going to do like all of my larges, all of my extra larges. So I don't have to mess with larges and extra larges on the same listing. You can do that, and eBay does make that available to do. I just find it more difficult to do, and I'd rather just have one listing for my larges, one listing for my extra larges, and then have the quantity there so I know how many listings I have of that item versus having one listing for all of them. I don't have my stuff together enough to do that, I guess, but you can do that. I will say that we listed some stuff this weekend, which was mainly my husband listing it because it was hard goods and I just kind of look at hard goods and dread it. I put them to the back. They are not my first go-to, but my husband did list some hard goods this weekend and he already sold one of the hard goods he listed, and it was maybe 2 days later. I was joking in my last video, which was yesterday, but I don't know when you're going to get it compared to this video, that I had not made a sale that day, and I've been consistently making a sale every day so far since Thanksgiving, and I ended up making 2 sales by the end of the day. So yay. That being said, it's almost noon right now and I have not made a sale, so maybe I'll make a sale. I have changed my shipping. I'm only going twice a week to ship. I am shipping on Tuesdays and Thursdays because of gas and wear and tear on my vehicle, and it's my off season. I didn't mind shipping the next day when I was constantly going to work every day, but since I am between work right now, I don't have to drive by a post office every day. I'm actually going out of my way to go to a post office, so I've started shipping every other day. But I have that listed. I have 2-day handling time, which allows me to ship every other day. The only caveat to that is if I make a lot of sales on the weekend, I will ship on Monday. And then if I ship on Monday, I'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. I'm not going every day. I'm going every other day, which 2-day handling time is letting me do. This is a cover of a Roho cushion for a wheelchair. This was my mom's. She didn't need it anymore. I think she changed cushions on her chair. But this, I cannot sell the cushion. The cushion is a medical device. I can sell the cover, and a lot of people will like backup covers because they do get dirty. They can get torn. Stuff can get spilled on them. And just having a backup cover is nice, so I am going to sell that. It is basically new condition. This is a backpack of mine, and it has a leather bottom, older backpack. I am going to list that now, even though I know this is not going to sell till the summer, unless some kid trashes their backpack and they need a new backpack, which has happened. The backpacks available right now are not the best. I am a self-proclaimed backpack and bag hoarder. If it is a bag I really like, I will just hold on to it. I'm trying to go to Hoarders Anonymous for bags. I love tote bags. I love backpacks. I find a use for them everywhere I go. But in my daily life, I usually only end up using like 4 bags, rotating 4 bags. And that's excluding like shopping bags. I just went to Aldi this morning, and our Aldi requires that you bring your own bags. They do have paper bags, but they do require, it's easier if you bring your own bags. Same with Sam's Club. I always bring my own bags there, and they do not have bags there. So bringing your own bags are nice. And I have about 6 grocery bags, 3 insulated, 3 not, that are in rotation. But otherwise, I just love backpacks and tote bags. My kids, I used to get them like the cheaper backpacks at like Walmart or whatever. I gave up on that, and I decided to get backpacks. They both have Adidas backpacks right now, and they both lasted multiple years. So parent tip, buy the better backpacks. They last a lot longer. Also, hack, I guess, Aldi backpacks for little kids are great. Their quality is amazing. My youngest has an Aldi backpack, and that thing has survived her so far. And it's been, 6 months, and she's like trashed it, and it's still great condition. So if you have a little one that you maybe don't want to spend a lot of money on a backpack for, buy an Aldi backpack. Thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.